There are people, and you can't get to them. You can't fucking get to these people, no matter what. No matter what level of insane targeting you do to them. No matter how autistic you are with the websites that you set up and everything else, they just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to start going to the people that they care about. And then they start caring.
Bro, you sound like a fucking terrorist. What the No.
But I'm guessing that Dan Clancy will care if his employees that are involved with trust and safety start getting named for being anti-Semitic people. They are responsible, to be clear, for Jews being banned for a year. They are responsible.
No, you want to make them responsible. You have no evidence of their intent or their responsibility or not. No, you're resentful. There's no evidence. He's the fucking Joker. What are you doing?
I will set up a fucking website for every single one of these motherfuckers.
Bro's unhinged. He needs to log the fuck off. He needs to log the fuck off the internet.
And that's how you make change, Devin. Not with the bullshit, like getting an advertiser to do it. You do that on top of everything else. That's what everyone else can do. But you make change by making the person feel the pressure of what they've done. Not the company, but the man. That's how you make change. That's how we will make change. To be clear, Clancy is almost definitely going to be getting fired, I would imagine. I would put it at...
Via your actions?
Yeah. I don't think you can survive banning Israel for a year and get out of it.
It's so abundantly fucking obvious the type of I'm sorry, dude. He's playing conspiracy thinking id pull games to try and rile people up to get them outraged and soy point and cancel culture and blah, 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 blah. He really needs like people around him that can like pull him aside and be like, bro, you fucked up, bro. You got hot-headed. You got ahead of yourself, start conspiracy posting, now you're fucking lolcow. You're turning yourself into a fucking lolcow. I don't know why he's doing this other than for the love of the crusade. Yeah, kind of. Well, I get what you're saying. I was confused for a second, but he wants to make a conspiracy, that's why. The issue is that there's a bias moderation and favoritism that's happening for content creators like Hassan, where he can do things that are explicitly actually TOS, and he's not getting punished for them, which shows a level of bias, and that bias, you can point to that by the internal culture or whatever, but you're not going to be pointing to that bias by saying that there's like a policy to keep Hassan on the platform so he can spread this message to people or whatever. And similarly, trying to tie it to this like deep conspiracy of trying to keep Jews off of the platform is unhinged. It's like you get enough that you can justify it in your mind that kind of thing would be possible. But if you look into the facts of literally like any single thing, or you put all the evidence in front of you of the things that's making you think like knee-jerk this conspiracy theory, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Almost every single point that he's made from his video and everything that he said so far, none of it makes any sense. And trying to tie it into this big conspiracy so you can do as much damage as possible seems to be more so about the fact that he wants to do as much damage as possible and less so about whether or not it's right or correct. And so now he's just doing this weird retarded id pull and cancel culture shit. And there's way too many people around him that are just soy nodding along with it because they hate Hassan. There's way too many people that because they hate Hassan, they're willing to just soy nod the stupidest shit. Twitch has been infected with the woke mind virus. I mean, you can say that on the one hand, but I want to be clear about two things. One, Dan is infected by the woke mind virus. He's using id pull and conspiracy theory to leverage a cancel culture campaign about going after people to get people's jobs taken away and to take money away from people because of a conspiracy that he's made up in his head. Anyone who's on Dan's side and saying that Dan is based for this or whatever, I don't want to hear any of those people ever again talking about wokeness or cancel culture or anything. All of you guys are literally just as fucking bad. Like, you guys are just playing team sports politics, and it's insane. You guys shouldn't be trusted. I think Dan is succeeding against my point above regarding Israeli users registering via phone. Top tier outlets have all printed Twitch is banned in Israel. No Israeli users could register. Yeah, this is effective. This cancel culture, soy outrage, id pull is effective. Dan, welcome. Feel free to call in if you want. You are being unhinged. Very, very, very much so. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, someone just messaged me something, and I always like to get right in the midst of it before I end up on Alex Jones InfoWars or something. So, tell me, actually, I'm just going to give you this link. Wait, where can I, hold on.
Anywhere's fine, just let me know where.
Yeah, I just message you. That's like most of the stuff. It'll be easier if you think I'm like being wrong or.
Oh, I went through this earlier.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I went through all the links and the sources and stuff earlier.
All right. Hit me. Well, point by point, or at least on the big ones, because I got. It's like.
I
4 in the
will try.
morning, so-
I'll try to be quick. I'll try to be quick. Your video. I'm going to focus on the video. Okay.
Okay.
One, you said that the ban was on the day of global jihad, and that Twitch must know that they did that on the day of global jihad.
So yeah, there was at the day before the global day of jihad, there was articles from the New York Times, I think, and from Wired saying that on the global day of jihad, they were expecting Hamas to do mass streamings of killings.
Okay, so you believe that the reason that they to be clear, you believe that the reason that they implemented the IP ban was reasonable or justified, right?
I think the reason they put it into place is that they didn't want a bunch of Jews being killed broadcast on Twitch. I'll give that much. Normally, I would give more credence, but there's just so much crazy stuff that.
Okay, we can move past that one then.
Yeah. But yes, I think they put like I'm not saying they put it into place like for another sneaky reason or something like that.
I'll come back to this. Well, I haven't read that much about the service providers. It seems like the service providers are in Israel, but I'm still reading about that one. I haven't seen any evidence that they're based in Egypt and Lebanon specifically. And the idea, sorry?
I was gonna say I have the there's 3 things there. So